All right, guys, here back with you again for another Minute Against Nonsense. The movement, it's a movement, it's not entertainment. I'm not here just ranting and raving. I'm trying to inspire you to be a man against nonsense. Have a zero nonsense policy for your life. If you look at that logo, you see that sledgehammer and that broken up nonsense? That's what you need to do for nonsense in your life. Break it up. Break it up. Destroy it. All right. Now, I read a news article and found a clip about something that happened in Maryland, in PG County. We're gonna watch the clip and then we're gonna read the article. I haven't watched the clip yet. We're gonna watch the clip, read the article, and discuss this, discuss the nonsense.
Person who killed a man at a Temple Hills nightclub early this morning. 26-year-old Christopher Earl Wilson was killed. He was from Capitol Heights.
Our Fox 5 News reporter Nana Sinyo-Bonzu is outside police headquarters tonight with the very latest on the investigation and more from a woman who was inside of the club when the shooting happened. Nana.
Jim and Angie, good evening. Chaos. This is how the woman who was inside the club describes the shooting tonight. Prince George's County Police are looking for a motive and a suspect in this club shooting that leaves one man dead and another injured. Now, this morning, right after 2 o'clock, officers were called to Hangar Club on Old Branch Avenue in Temple Hills. When they arrived to the scene, they found 26-year-old Christopher.
Oh, just for clarification's sake, this came out on December 22nd. This is out of Fox 5. Obviously, you can see that. But just so you kind of get a read on when these things are taking place, I'm not recording them live, but just so that you know when these things happen for your understanding. Let's keep going.
Wilson with several gunshot wounds. Police say he was taken to a nearby hospital where he later died. We spoke with one woman. Her name is Sarabi Waters. She was inside the club. She tells us it was just another Tuesday night. People were enjoying a set from a local go-go band, and seconds later, shots.
Whoa, they were at the club on a Tuesday night. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just find that strange. When did club days change to Tuesday night? Did I miss something? I thought club nights were Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, let's keep going.
Were fired.
Someone, somewhere or another, found a way to get a weapon in the club, and shots rang out in the smoking section, which is attached to the club. It's one way in, one way out.
Let me say this. What she said is very important. Someone somehow found a way to get a weapon into the club. Let me tell you something, guys. If you're going to these clubs, I want you to know someone, somehow, some way will get a weapon into the club. Into the club. I don't really care what kind of club it is, but especially if you are going to these clubs where, more urban people are going. And then when I say urban, I don't mean, black. When I say urban, I mean people raised in urban culture, whether white, black, Asian, Hispanic. These clubs in these urban areas, typically violence breaks out. Not all the time. So that's not a blanket statement. But a lot of times we know a lot of shootings and violence generate around the areas of these club strips. Okay? You can just look up crime statistics and just look at the locations and then go Google Maps them. Google Map them. And you can look, and they're in these areas where clubs are. Late night clubs, 2 o'clock in the morning, according to this story. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Okay, if you're going to go to a club, which I would recommend against, where I am in my life, I would recommend against, but if you're going to go to a club, you should not be staying till 2 o'clock in the morning. That's nonsense. That's asking for nonsense, okay? You're taking a risk at that point beyond. You're already taking the risk being at the club at 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 p.m., but 2 o'clock, you're still there. So by the time 2 o'clock, people have been drinking and smoking, and they are now inebriated and high, And you're asking them to use sanity when making decisions about whether to use violence against another person. And whether you're the one involved in the altercation or not specifically, you still can be hit as an innocent bystander. Why would you take this risk with your life? That's nonsense. Remember, no nonsense policy. Zero nonsense. Okay? Abstinence is not just for sex. It's for nonsense as well. All right? Let's keep going.
So we're all running to one way, and so we're cramming through. People are trampled over.
Oh, look at that. So even that. So if you're gonna go to a club and there's only one way in and one way out, get out of there. Get out of there. Don't go anywhere if it's only one way in and one way out, and you can't be armed to defend yourself. That's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for disaster. Men, we have to wake up. I know, you might be trying to find you a nice lady or whatever, or you might be looking just to be promiscuous for that night, which I advocate against as well in the stage in life I'm in now. But don't put yourself in a death trap with one way in and one way out. Absolutely insane.
It's a crazy, crazy scene. Like, it was ridiculous.
Now, Waters tells us that she didn't think she was going to make it out of the club alive, but she did, and we're thankful. But her big question tonight is, how did someone get a gun inside? She tells us at this club, there are no bags allowed and security.
But it's not hard. It's not hard. Unfortunately, it's not hard, and I feel sorry for the gentleman who lost his life and the guy who was also shot and the people who may have been hurt in the stampede out of this place. But again, you guys, we have to wake up and say, why would I take this risk? Now I understand the club owner has to make money and he's a business person, and I get that. Okay, and these artists, I think they said it was a go-go band. These artists, need a place to perform. And so, there's this business incentive for clubs to be open 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I get it. At the same time, that doesn't mean you personally have to be the one engaging in the nonsense. You could say, well, it's 12 o'clock at night. I'm going to go home. Because the later and later it gets, the more risk I'm taking that someone will come in here with a weapon, be drunk, be high, and find and start a problem. And I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that.
Pats everyone down before they enter. Take a listen.
Security failed poorly last night. I could have lost my life. Someone else already lost their lives. We're literally 3-4 days from Christmas. Like, what about that person's family?
Now, we did reach out to Prince George's County Police for some clarity on the location of the shooting. They are telling us it was outside, but we're trying to understand the exact location. As you heard, Waters says it was outside.
So even if that's true, that the shooting was outside again. So, again, you're putting yourself in a situation where there are hostile individuals who can target you as soon as you come out of the one entrance and exit. Again, as a man against nonsense, I just don't put myself in those situations. Have I attended clubs? Have I gone and seen bands or artists and it was late at night? Yes, when I was younger and stupid. It was stupid then, it's stupid now. Here some 10 years later, it's still stupid. And so we have to not engage in stupidity, a.k.a. nonsense, for the safety of our lives. Even the young woman said, it's 3 days before the holiday. What about these people's family? If you care about your family, you don't take risks with your lives so that your family can continue to see you on the holidays that they want to see you on. Right? Does that justify the individual's murder? No. Absolutely not. It does not justify it. But we do have to take a certain stance on personal responsibility. And you can't, it's impossible to be shot accidentally if you're not in places where people are shooting. Make sense? So,
but you have to go through security to be in that smoking section. But whenever we do get that information, we will update our story for you. But right now, there is a reward of up to 20.
So let's look at the article. Can we glean anything else? We may not be able to. I think that was a pretty detailed, especially since you had an eyewitness there. Let's see. Authorities investigating deadly shooting Wednesday morning, Prince George's. Okay, let's see. Can we? Nope. We have nothing. No new information there. So I'm gonna end that there, guys. Again, that's out of Fox 5, Washington D.C. Again, guys, take a no nonsense policy for your life. Okay, if you like this content, subscribe, share, press the like button. Support links are in the description below. You guys have a good one.